Let me ask Dr. Asghar first. You made some very interesting comments about what you thought that your achievement means. Can you elaborate on this for us? Because I remember reading somewhere, you saying that often the young people of Jammu and Kashmir are stereotyped as protesting stone pelters, angry, with India all the time. Do you think that your achievement somehow, adds some shades of grey to that perception?
I really think that we have a lot of talent pool in our state, and they need to be mainstreamized. They need to be given the opportunity to exploit and explore their talent. We have seen that an increasing number of people are qualifying the All India services, they are coming in central services and even the state services. It's an encouraging trend, and I believe that this will really help in sorting out the problems that we have in the valley, where the youth feel alienated, where they are not aware of the various opportunities that the Indian government is providing them, and they can actually feel at par with the rest of the students all over India. So I think that this kind of an achievement is a message. It's a positive message for all the people there who can feel, who can think that they can achieve this also, and they can contribute to the development of not only their society but the state and the nation as a whole.
Did you ever feel, though, before you actually sat for this exam, did you ever feel, reluctant or, did your colleagues ever discourage you from it? It's a pretty brave thing to do, particularly in a state where a large section of the state has these sort of feelings of alienation. Or did you feel right from the beginning that you were doing the right thing? Did you get a lot of encouragement from your family?
I think that I was lucky enough because my father was in state civil services. We were on the move, and I could interact with a lot of people from different regions, the Chenab Valley, the Kashmir Valley, Jammu city, and I found that people all over the state, they were very different in various ways, but it was a very enriching kind of experience. And people from, because I've studied maximum time in Jammu, my friends, my family always supported me. They always encouraged me to reach up to my optimum limit, do what I believe is right, do what I think I can do the best, and never settle for anything but the best. And I think that is one solution for the problems that we have. There should be more and more mixture, intermingling of people from various parts of the country, and that can actually help in solving the problem of alienation also, and providing a level playing field for various students, not only from the valley but other country, and this will improve the scenario in the state also, I think.
Right. But Dr. Shah, let me ask you, you're from the valley. I understand that you are actually from Srinagar. Yes. So what has the reaction been there to your success in the civil services, not once but twice?
The reaction of the general masses, and particularly the young boys and girls, has been phenomenal. Now, I have been flooded with messages, congratulatory messages, people, young boys and girls telling me that they look up to us. Faisal topped the exam, he has had an experience of that.
Yeah.
So therefore, I get the palpable feeling that these kind of events instill a sense of hope, instill a sense of optimism in the young boys and girls. Now, what happens when such things happen, people qualify from the valley, others get role models. Now, there has been traditionally some kind of a labeling of the, as you rightly put, that they've been labeled as stone pelters and they've been labeled as mischief mongers. But frankly speaking, the amount of abundant human resource that we have in the valley, these results are just a reflection of that. They're merely a reflection of the immense talent pool that we have in the valley.
And I'm really glad to hear that you're saying that, young people in particular have responded positively and are looking at you as a role model. I wanted to ask Faisal about his own experience because, ever since you topped the civil service exam, you were everywhere. You were in the media, you were everywhere. And, you've also had a sort of mixed response, largely positive, I would say. And now, you're working there. On the ground, when you're there, what is the response you get today? Do you get a sense that young people in the valley in particular, which feels particularly alienated, want to move on with their lives despite the genuine grievances that they have with the Indian state?
Firstly, Nadine, let me congratulate Abid and Sarish. I haven't had the opportunity of congratulating them in person ever since their selection. They are the icons of the day, in fact, in Valley this time. But I think beyond that, I mean, the recent results as well, the results in last 2 years, the results do represent, in fact, a kind of a paradigm shift, kind of a what I call an aspirational surge in our youngsters. Now more and more youngsters are coming forth and going for competitive exams at the national level, as well as breaching the frontiers of medicine, engineering, now going to the fields like entrepreneurship, into higher judicial services, into IITs, IIMs, and also in fact going to the fields of literature and writing books. But then I think we have to be very careful and very wise, in fact, while we try to connect the recent results in the civil services with the larger conflict narrative in the Kashmir. I think it will be quite unwise to read too much into the results.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.